In March 2023, the community of Aurora, Colorado, was shaken by a horrifying crime that shocked even the most seasoned investigators. James Toliver Craig, a successful dentist, father of 6, and seemingly devoted husband, was arrested for the murder of his wife, Angela Craig. The case revealed a dark and twisted tale of deceit, greed, and betrayal that would ultimately lead to one of the most disturbing cases of spousal murder in recent memory. Angela Craig, a 43-year-old mother of 6, was known as a loving wife and a dedicated mother. She and James had been married for over 2 decades, and together they had built what appeared to be a picture-perfect life. Angela was described by friends and family as a kind, caring woman who was deeply committed to her family and her faith. However, beneath the surface of this seemingly idyllic marriage, there were signs of trouble. Angela had experienced several health issues over the years, and in early March 2023, she began experiencing mysterious symptoms that puzzled her doctors. She complained of severe headaches, dizziness, and nausea, which led to multiple visits to the hospital. Despite numerous tests, doctors were unable to determine the cause of her symptoms. On March 15, 2023, Angela was admitted to the hospital once again, but this time her condition rapidly deteriorated. She slipped into a coma and was placed on life support. Tragically, on March 18, Angela Craig passed away, leaving behind her 6 children and a grieving community. While Angela's death was initially believed to be the result of a sudden and unexplained illness, suspicions quickly arose when investigators began to delve into the circumstances surrounding her death. The first major red flag came from the hospital staff, who noticed that James Craig had displayed unusual behavior during Angela's hospitalization. Rather than being distraught over his wife's condition, James appeared distant and detached, raising concerns among those caring for Angela. As the investigation progressed, authorities began to uncover a series of alarming details that pointed to foul play. Angela's sudden and severe symptoms, coupled with the fact that they had no clear medical explanation, led investigators to consider the possibility that she had been poisoned. This theory gained traction when it was revealed that James Craig had a troubling history of marital issues and financial problems, providing a potential motive for his actions. The investigation into Angela Craig's death took a dark turn when forensic testing confirmed that she had been poisoned with cyanide and tetrahydrozoline, a chemical found in over-the-counter eye drops. This revelation shocked the community and led authorities to focus their attention squarely on James Craig as the prime suspect. Investigators uncovered a wealth of evidence that painted a chilling picture of premeditated murder. One of the most damning pieces of evidence was a series of emails and online searches conducted by James Craig in the weeks leading up to Angela's death. These searches included phrases such as, "how to make poison," "how to poison someone without getting caught," and "how long does it take for cyanide to kill someone?" It became clear that James had meticulously researched how to kill his wife without raising suspicion. Further investigation revealed that James had purchased cyanide and tetrahydrozoline online using a work computer and had them delivered to his dental practice. He had then allegedly laced Angela's protein shakes with the deadly substances, causing her to suffer from the symptoms that ultimately led to her death. It was also discovered that James had attempted to poison Angela on at least 2 previous occasions, but his efforts had failed. In addition to the forensic evidence, investigators uncovered troubling details about James Craig's personal life. Despite being married to Angela for over 20 years, James had been involved in multiple extramarital affairs. He was also facing significant financial difficulties, including mounting debt and a failing dental practice. These factors provided a clear motive for why James might have wanted to eliminate his wife. One particularly shocking discovery was that James had been in contact with a woman with whom he was having an affair just days before Angela's death. He had sent her a series of emails discussing their future together, even as his wife lay dying in the hospital. These communications revealed a cold and calculating mindset, further solidifying the case against him. On March 22, 2023, just days after Angela's death, James Toliver Craig was arrested and charged with first-degree murder. The charges were based on the overwhelming evidence that he had planned and executed the murder of his wife in order to be with his mistress and to solve his financial problems. The arrest sent shockwaves through the Aurora community, where James had been a respected figure. The idea that a successful dentist, father, and seemingly devoted husband could commit such a heinous crime was almost impossible for many to comprehend. Friends and neighbors of the Craig family expressed their disbelief and sorrow, struggling to reconcile the man they thought they knew with the cold-blooded killer now facing trial. As the case against James Craig moved forward, the details of the investigation continued to captivate the public. The combination of a seemingly perfect family, a calculated murder, and the betrayal of a loving wife made for a compelling and tragic story. James Craig's defense team attempted to argue that the evidence against him was circumstantial and that there was no direct proof that he had administered the poison to his wife. They also sought to challenge the forensic evidence, questioning the validity of the tests that had identified cyanide and tetrahydrozoline in Angela's system. However, the prosecution was confident in their case, pointing to the extensive digital evidence, including the incriminating searches and emails, as well as the fact that James had purchased the poison and had access to it. They argued that the case was one of clear premeditation, driven by James's desire to rid himself of his wife and start a new life with his mistress. The murder of Angela Craig left an indelible mark on her family, particularly her 6 children, who were left to grapple with the loss of their mother and the betrayal of their father. Many people struggled to understand how someone like James Craig could commit such a heinous crime, and the case served as a stark reminder that even those who appear to have it all can harbor dark secrets. The murder of Angela Craig by her husband, a man she had loved and trusted for over 20 years, serves as a stark reminder of the potential for evil that can exist behind closed doors.